All right, coming up next, what should be a good lightweight clash between Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz. Well, you hear the pop from the crowd, DC, as Nate Diaz gets set to make this walk here tonight. You never know when it's going to be the last time we see this guy compete, but there's a lot to like when we see Nate Diaz in the octagon.
Nate Diaz is a savage, a guy that just epitomizes fighter. From the attitude, the walk, the music, everything tells you that when Nate Diaz shows up, you're getting ready to watch a fight. A fantastic striker and a great jiu-jitsu practitioner.
Yeah.
Nate Diaz is just a well-rounded fighter and one of the biggest stars in the UFC.
We've seen the Stockton slap before. I'll set the total.
It's just so disrespectful.
Over under 1.5.
So
you think he throws it tonight?
It's just so disrespectful, but it's so Nate Diaz.
All right, we'll see if he invokes the Stockton slap here tonight, but Nate Diaz is back, and hopefully in a big way for his supporters around the world. All right, so here he is, DC, the biggest superstar in mixed martial arts history, former two-division UFC champion Conor McGregor, and a lot of people thought maybe he wouldn't come back to the proving ground. He's got a lot to prove when it comes to his MMA legacy, and as such, McGregor returns to the octagon here tonight.
When you talk about Conor McGregor, you're talking about a star that transcends mixed martial arts. We've seen a lot of people come and go, but no one has ever reached the level of Conor McGregor. And you think he's just a talker. No, there is a ton of substance to everything that he does. From the moment he stepped into the octagon, he said what he was going to do, and he eventually did it. From knocking guys out left and right to becoming a two-division champion, knocked out Jose Aldo, knocked out Eddie Alvarez. There's just too much to say about the Notorious.
And I'm glad you put it that way, because he is this larger-than-life character, and I think at times people lose sight of just how skilled a martial artist this is. Elite striker, tremendous distance management. Few move better on the feet than Conor McGregor, and he'll look to put those striking skills to good use yet again tonight as Conor McGregor returns here. And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. Diaz is 3 years his senior. He will have a 2-inch reach advantage. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out United Center in Chicago, Illinois. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 22 wins, 13 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Stockton, California, he is an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Nate Diaz! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 22 wins, 6 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Dublin, Ireland, the notorious Conor McGregor!
Okay, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch left, do it now, go back to your corner. Ready?
All right, here we go. Round Round one, Nate Diaz versus Conor McGregor. Championship deal in this arena tonight, my man.
And they don't even have to have a belt on the line because of the animosity, because of the way the first two fights went together. Diaz with the submission in the first fight, thought he won the second fight. Conor building back up and beating him by decision. These are two of the best fighters in the world, and just a phenomenal matchup every time they get matched.
Man, he's just got a great feel for the striking realm early in this one.
The timing is on point. He's doing a great job of mixing everything up.
McGregor gets caught with that punch. His chin is held up thus far. Got to shore up the defense here, though. Oh, and there's another leg kick for good measure. So doing a really good job with that weapon here tonight. And if you're trying to slow your opponent down, mission accomplished so far.
When you can land that many leg kicks, you start to affect the movement. You start to affect the hand. Everything changes when you're blasting someone over and over and over with leg kicks, and you start to see the damage, not only in the legs, but in the facial expression of his opponent.
So just over 20 total strikes have already landed for Nate Diaz. Continues to mix. Whoa!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Oh, yes, now we're going. He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Conor McGregor gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up. I'm not sure if I saw a Stockton slap in there, but it has been punches and bunches from Nathan Diaz tonight.
As it always is.
Oh! Huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it, to go and end the fight.
Oh, he tags him with the straight hand there. Nice job by Diaz. Good series of kicks by him there, DC. He certainly has that.
Oh!
And he lands a nice kick.
That was lightning fast, that right hand. I mean, he's cutting him down to size with these beautiful leg kicks.
Oh, and he tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Diaz. Well, still plenty of time to go here in round one, but what a start for this man tonight. Aggressive to a fault. Staying technical, though, and very accurate with his strikes as well. Good start for him here tonight.
Great punch landed with so much power.
And just like that, the fight is over.
He got it. What a performance.
Beautiful shot to end the fight right there. It couldn't have landed much more flush than it did, and I'm not even sure the opponent saw it coming, quite frankly. So, near perfect execution on the strike that ultimately results in the KO here tonight. We'll take a look back at the highlights. You know we're going to find that nasty head kick somewhere in this highlight rip. Just an incredible result for him here tonight.
A very nice head kick to finish the fight, but don't ignore all the work he did with his hands, and give credit to the opponent. The opponent was in there every step of the way, and in order to get a fight of the night like you got tonight, both guys have to be willing to participate.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Eve Levine is going to stop this contest at 4 minutes, 7 seconds in the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, the notorious Conor McGregor!
Oh, well, there he is after a huge knockout win tonight. You going to the after party or what?
I mean, I'm heading over there right now, John. I'm asking the producers, how soon can I get up? It's going to be a party over there. Not only because of the knockout, but that extra bonus check he's going to be carrying to the club tonight.
Coming up next, a UFC flyweight division matchup. Well, this guy has truly made the takedown a thing of beauty in mixed martial arts. With respect to yourself and George St. Pierre and the truly great takedown artists, this guy's closing the gap and entering that company in the eyes of many.
Oh, absolutely, because he's done such a great job of timing takedowns. I haven't seen anyone so good at slipping a jab into a takedown since George St. Pierre.
Right.
He does a phenomenal job of getting from step 1 to step 2 before his opponent even realizes now he's in on my leg. And if they do get their hips back, immediately he's up into a foot sweep or a headlock or an inside trip. It's just so many different ways for him to get you to the floor that he will throw every single one at you every single time.
And a lot of fighters talk about that wrestling maintenance and how hard it is, right, over the course of a career to continue to drill those things. He talks a lot about that, and that's why he's continued to realize success here in the UFC. All right, so here he is, no fat Tyler here tonight. Not a lot of body fat on this TJ Dillashaw, the former 2-time UFC bantamweight champion, and he will go down, DC, as one of the best 135-pound fighters of all time.
Across the board, people believe he's number 1A of 1 and 2 with Dominic Cruz. One of the best fighters this division's ever seen. A phenomenal wrestler, has very striking skills. The high kick that he landed on Renan Barão was something to behold early in his first UFC title fight. And then the finishing sequence in the second Barão fight was unreal. 20-something strikes in a row before the referee stepped in to stop it. Just a fantastic finisher and one of the best fighters 135 divisions ever seen.
And of course he had the 2 huge knockouts over Cody Garbrandt, but even the way he dominates perennial contender types like John Lineker and Rafael Assunção, Dillashaw, when he has it all going, he is as tough and out as anybody at 135 pounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Miragliotta. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner.
This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 24 wins, 7 losses.
He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Alex Perez! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner.
This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 18 wins, 5 losses.
He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Denver, Colorado, USA, presenting the former UFC bantamweight champion, TJ Dillashaw!
All right, commit to the rules of the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fight. You ready? You ready?
All right, so here we go, round 1. I can barely hear myself think in this arena right now. 2 of the most dominant, well-rounded fighters in this division.
I mean, these guys are the best of all of mixed martial arts. They can do everything when they're locked inside of the octagon. I'm so excited to watch the highest level of MMA on display tonight.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the judge.
Well, it didn't take him long to get a good read on his opponent. Another good series of kicks there.
He thought the kicks would be the key tonight, and they sure have been.
These guys throwing early. Shades of the Hall of Famer Randy Couture with the dirty boxing here, and I know you can speak to a lot of the little movements and spaces that he is obviously maximizing here.
He's doing a... Wow! Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press it. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Vicious combo there.
Oh, nice right hand.
And a strong outside leg kick there. Well, the leg kicks have been a big storyline in this one, and there's another one. So he continues to slow his opponent down, and nice poker face on the other side. I'm not sure how many more he can take.
He won't be able to take many more. Think about Edson Barboza, how he lands those beautiful leg kicks, no wind-up, so fast. Eventually, the guy got to stop. Take a bit.
And that will do it.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, what a fight.
Yeah, great job executing the submission in that fight. Really strong work. You can see the years of repetitions in the gym to set it up and ultimately get the tap there. Great technique to set up the finish. All right, here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Miliano's call stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 14 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out, Alex Haran!
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale, get a huge win tonight, and not just the win, but they get it by submission.
They knew what they had in front of them. They knew how tough a competitor his opponent was, but they...
Coming up next, a UFC welterweight division matchup. Well, this guy has truly made the takedown a thing of beauty in mixed martial arts with respect to yourself and George St. Pierre and the truly great takedown artists. This guy's closing the gap and entering that company in the eyes of many.
Oh, absolutely, because he's done such a great job of timing takedowns. I haven't seen anyone so good at slipping a jab into a takedown since George St. Pierre.
Right.
He does a phenomenal job of getting from step 1 to step 2 before his opponent even realizes, now he's in on my leg. And if they do get their hips back, immediately he's up into a foot sweep or a headlock or an inside trip. It's just so many different ways for him to get you to the floor that he will throw every single one at you every single time.
And a lot of fighters talk about that wrestling maintenance and how hard it is, right, over the course of a career to continue to drill those things. He talks a lot about that, and that's why he's continued to realize success here in the UFC.
Wait, did I just do the same people? Hold on, I gotta fix that. I just realized I did the 2 same people. Whoops, I gotta fix that. Sorry guys. I messed that up. I accidentally did the same person for both sides on accident. Whoopsie. Whoopsie daisy.
All right, coming up next, it's the UFC middleweight division fight.
All right, so here he is, one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC. And if anyone is well-equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop.
He just has to keep him away, because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and an understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor. This guy once told me that if you can get your leg, he's going to finish. Because he's going to give you so many things to think about, you will not be able to process and keep up with him, and eventually you're on the mat. It's unbelievable to watch him apply that knowledge to the mixed martial arts fights.
And as the wrestlers say, this is not a guy you want anywhere near your bracket.
No, you don't want him in the bracket.
Well, always exciting when this guy shows up on the fight card, Daniel. He is a true mixed martial artist. Not really any glaring weaknesses, at least, that he's put on film thus far.
He's the new breed of fighter. Those kids that start doing everything at 6 years old. They start wrestling, they start doing jiu-jitsu, they start to box. He's one of those guys that has every one of those skills, and he does them all at an A+ level. He's got tremendous cardio. He is the type of fighter that in a few years will just litter the UFC roster across the board.
And oftentimes his opponents will say he doesn't really do anything special, but he does everything at a plus level, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight.
Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. Rockhold is 3 years his senior. The rest is roughly identical. To get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Yves Loving. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner.
This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 6 losses.
He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Santa Cruz, California, Luke Rockhold. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner.
This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 35 wins, 18 losses.
He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Omaha, Nebraska, Anthony Lionheart Smith.
Okay, protect yourself at all times, obey my command at all times. If you want to touch left, do it now, go back to your corner.
Let the fight begin.
All right, so here we are, Scotiabank Arena, Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the TO, baby. Nothing quite like calling fights in front of these live crowds.
One time. He's mixing up the target. He's throwing kicks, he's throwing punches.
Rockhold gets up again here, but he looks hurt.
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish this fight.
Well, he has certainly found the range and staying pretty busy here on the feet.
He's being busy, but it's also the timing and the accuracy that's allowing him to land so many attacks.
Both fighters exchange in the pocket here.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Oh, big knee there.
That knee hurt him.
And they are exchanging leather early.
Oh, yes. Now we're going. Every time these guys come together, man, you just hear the punches and everything landing. Both very powerful.
Oh!
Who's hurt? serve him up.
He's out!
He got him!
Just an absolutely gorgeous shot to spell the end for his opponent. Crowd is absolutely loving it. He gets the near-perfect land. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming, but just the way he drew it up here tonight, saw that little crack of an opening and barged right through it to get the knockout. Well, what a moment for this fighter here tonight. A massive knockout on the sport's biggest stage. Seminal moment for that fighter tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 50 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Anthony Lionheart.
Well, we congratulate him on a huge knockout here tonight. He'll probably keep that smile while he's sleeping tonight after what he was able to produce here.
He's going to be smiling for a really long time. When you get a knockout like that,
Coming up next, a UFC lightweight division bout.
well, he's one of the more accomplished strikers in this division. Sprawl and brawl, whatever you want to say, he's going to try to keep this fight standing tonight.
It does not matter how he accomplishes it. All he wants to do is be on his feet and at range, hitting you with the beautiful jab, staying away from the grappling exchanges. You don't accomplish all the things that this man has accomplished over the course of his career without understanding distance. He has great distance management, which then in turn allows him to land all these beautiful diverse kicks, spinning back kick, jumping high kick, so many things he possesses that he will try to use tonight in this fight.
Yeah, if this turns into a kickboxing match tonight, most people believe, yeah, his opponent is in a world of trouble. If I ask you who the most exciting man in mixed martial arts is today, I trust the answer just might be Justin Ray Gaethje. Realized a major championship outside the UFC. He has really taken this promotion by storm since signing with the MMA leader a few years ago.
I mean, pace, pressure, aggressiveness, just meanness, a mentality that only allows him to pursue victory. Watching him against Edson Barbosa, withstand some of the strikes that he took to get the knockout was a sight to behold. The fight against Michael Johnson in his UFC debut. Michael Johnson was a top 5 guy in the world, and Justin Gaethje completely melted him with pressure and pace. Just one of the most active guys in the UFC on the roster.
More bonuses than UFC fights, need I say more. Justin Gaethje back for more tonight. Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. So these fighters are just a year apart with similar height and some differences in reach. The veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
This is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the Honda Center in Anaheim, California. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Donegal, Ireland, Irish Joe Duffy. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 24 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds.
You've been giving your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
Ready.
All right, boys, let's have a nice, clean fight here. Nice, clean UFC fight here.
So 2 truly elite strikers here. We sat down with them on Thursday and asked them, any thoughts of taking this fight to the ground? They want to strike.
They want to strike. That's what got them to the show. That is the path that they are normally on. And tonight they get someone that allows them to fight in their comfort zone. They don't have to worry about defending takedowns. All they have to worry about is who can rely on their knowledge in the striking to carry them to victory.
Man, he's timing his shots nicely. It's like Tom Brady out there. He hasn't missed the target.
I mean, you insist on bringing in Tom Brady. Stop it, John, stop it.
Oh, and there's another leg kick for good measure. So doing a really good job with that weapon here tonight. And if you're trying to slow your opponent down, mission accomplished so far.
When you can land that many leg kicks, you start to affect the movement. You start to affect the hand. Everything changes when you're blasting someone over and over and over with leg kicks, and you start to see the damage, not only in the leg, but in the facial expressions of his opponent. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range. I mean, he's cutting down the size with these beautiful leg kicks.
Edge of your seat action as expected so far.
Good series of strikes by him.
Oh, he hurt him. He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Well, the octagon, not a great place to be when you're looking for a rest or a stool. His stamina has been a huge issue tonight.
It's abandoned him, but he did it. He tried. He fought as hard as he could for as long as he could. Now it's about to rock.
53 total strikes have landed for Justin Gaethje. Duffy gets hit with a kick. That one appeared to land flush. Nice combination there by Justin Gaethje. And if you think this pace and pressure is going to wane, you haven't watched any Gaethje film.
No, it'll never stop, right? He's going to constantly be in your face. He's going to stay going forward. He's not a guy. He's done. He's done. Oh, my goodness. What a fight.
Well, it's not every day in the UFC that you see a fight ended due to a leg kick, but that one was absolutely devastating. He took away that lead leg of his opponent, who became a one-legged fighter, and then it became just a matter of time. So, somewhat anticlimactic here tonight, but not for the winner, as he gets one of the bigger TKO wins of his UFC career. So a big win for him here tonight, and an even bigger statement made by virtue of the TKO. And we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop to this contest at 1 minute, 55 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO, Justin the Highlight Gaethje.
Well, the celebration is on over there in the corner, and nothing subdued about it. They put a lot of time into this training camp and into this performance, and certainly their athlete delivered.
It was a result that they desired. They said, I don't care how this match ends, as long as I'm not standing there waiting on the judges. He got his opponent hurt, and he found the follow-up shots that allowed him to get the TKO.